try the Dubai chocolate. And here she is. After many, we could say months of development, our 992 GT3 direct plug-and-play bolt-on Vulcan Alpha 320 wing is finally here.
Yeah, it is.
We made it, good job. Well, we still need to go drive it and feel it out. But first of all, massive thank you to Dubai Autodrome for hosting us, for allowing us to have some fun with Atomic's 992 GT3. So also thank you to Atomic for providing us with the car that we can test our wing on. Now, one thing that I want to say is that last night you were still in Germany, you picked up the wing, and then at 6 you had to take the flight. It was PPF'd by ourselves to make sure that it's not going to get
have any scratches.
Scratches or damages. So what you see here, we always want to be transparent, like the PPF, pun intended. There are some inequalities, but the carbon looks good. That's the most important thing. But what you see is actually PPF on top, because this literally went in a snowboard luggage on a carry-on. That's how last moment everything is.
I was scared I would come back and fold it in two.
The wing arrived, the uprights, CNC'd by our dear friends Justal from Slovenia are also here, and everything is fit. So it's going to be our first rollout. The only thing you need to know is, first of all, you can install or purchase and install things separately. You can have just the Vulcan Alpha wing on stock uprights. You can have Vulcan Alpha uprights with a stock wing, or you have the total wing. Now, this, according to simulations, does 219 kilos at 280 kilometers per hour. Why 280? Because that's the values that Porsche is using as well. So the GT3 RS is doing 840 kilos at 280 overall on the whole car. The MR kit is 1000 on the whole car. Here we're talking about 200 on the wing itself. Basically, it's a cup car wing, similar height, but actually when you look at it, it doesn't look that obnoxious. It actually fits the car. I'm actually quite happy with the first prototype design. Now, as of now, the wing is already immediately available for order, or the uprights, or the whole thing. Next thing will be the front splitter, of course, to match it with canards. That is coming in about a month's time, maybe January. Yeah, January, mid-January. So, but this is already available, and this you can get in line and stay tuned. Anyway, enough talking. Let's hop in. See if it stays in one piece, because that's our essence of today's video. We're not here to set any lap times, we're here to have fun. So let's go, let's go. Yeah, it's 2.5 bar.
You have time for a cool down lap and then
Yeah, but I'm not trying like to do the trail braking essence. It's so good. So this is a flat out corner anyway.
This truck is amazing.
It is. Should we move here in winters?
Yeah, we should. It's incredible. It has everything.
We still need to try the Dubai chocolate. Yeah, Dubai chocolate is the latest craziness from here in Europe.
Really?
It's basically chocolate with pistachio, and then with this like special thing, like sort of baklava type of thing. Yeah, and they also do like Dubai chocolate tiramisu. It's quite insane, quite crazy.
Then
But
I really have to taste that.
yeah, you as an Italian need to give like really your opinion if it works. I think that was quite okay, pace-wise. We can trail brake into here.
How many laps did you do in total?
I think 10. 10 before. This one I still kind of mess up, because I need to go to the orange barrier, running wide, tap on the brake, let the nose grip in, close, feed it,
Yep.
and go. But handling wise is perfect. It adds grip on the back,
It's safe.
it's safe.
But you
It especially with the low speed corners, you can really like keep your foot on the brake and with the lift off. Yeah, now we're like 2.5 bar tires, so yeah, let's do a cool down. And we are, look at that, we are on the grid. So again, massive thank you to Dubai Autodrome for facilitating this, for hosting us, and also to Atomic for giving us the car to test our wing. I think the test is passed.
Yeah. Flying colors.
Flying colors. Nothing flew off, everything is in one piece, all is good. What else to say? Well, I mentioned already at the intro that this is just PPF that we wrapped the carbon in, so don't mind this. But other than that, for me as a driver, most importantly is that the car was not crazy understeery, so you can run it, you can run the wing without the front splitter, and the front splitter is incoming. Right now the design phase is there, so first prototype will be probably somewhere mid-January. We were aiming to have it for Autosport International because that's where we're heading in Birmingham in UK to display our kits. We'll be bringing a 992 and a GT3 with us, but realistically speaking, I don't think we will manage in time with holidays and everything into account. But yeah, hey, startup life and also transparent life. We are just telling you the things how they are. So no, I'm very happy. The level of performance is there. The level of design is fantastic. Massive thank you to Justal. In this case, the carbon was produced by Zimspeed, company around the corner at the Nürburgring, also taking care of all the GT3s and LMPs and lots of NDA stuff. Yeah. What about the end plates? We haven't spoken about those.
Yeah.
We need to mention them actually. Yeah. So how many percent efficiency downforce and less drag do they add?
It depends on the angle of attack, but this is, let's say, a quite unique design that I don't want to disclose too much about, because I'm also testing it for a larger application, but they increase efficiency and also, I mean, the aesthetics is also important. So.
I hope everyone enjoyed the video of my first laps on Dubai Autodrome and the footage and the content. I'm looking forward to be driving our kit on the Nordschleife next year with the track speed taxi, because that's where we will have the kit on, the full kit for track days and taxis, etc. And if you want to have one, you can pre-order now. I mean, they're probably live on the website, and if not, shoot us an email and we'll sort you out. The price is 7,000 euro for the whole thing, and separately, at this point in the video, I don't know, but we can probably insert something here. But I think you should go for the full thing. And then, fast forward a week later, and I ended up participating in the Motor Hub competition round 3 with the 992 GT3. Actually, Dmitry was participating with it, but he allowed me to drive it in its stock form with the stock wing, so I could see how the car behaves. Well, ever since the first time driving with our wing on it, I've done probably additional 20 more laps, so I'm a bit more confident with the track. I feel also much better because I didn't jump off the plane straight onto the track. So it's not completely fair comparison, but I hope we'll be able to see where our wing benefits. This means where the traction control does not kick in, and most importantly also how the drag levels are being affected if it's losing some of the top speed. So yeah, some stock versus ours speed comparison. This comparison would be unfair without a huge disclaimer. Not only is there literally a day and night difference between the two runs, which affects visibility and intake and tire temperatures, I had much more track experience in the night run and less weight. Lapo alone weighs 90 kilograms, and we probably had 50 kilos more of fuel with us. The slightly lower top speed, if any, is more likely to be caused by the weight difference and not by the wing. More importantly, however, the rear felt much more stable with our wing, and you can see the traction control kicking in after braking zones and direction changes and on certain curbs without the wing. We'll have much more comparison material next year on the ring with our taxi program, but for now, feel free to draw your own conclusions.